Today, Junior.
Soldier
will be painting the second coat.
Second coat, sir.
We'll be sanding the things.
Things, sir.
Your dad will be doing the pantry.
Pantry, sir.
I'll be painting the pantry.
You'll be painting the pantry, sir. What about the countertops, sir?
What about them?
Why am I the one yelling? You're supposed to be the...
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
We're arriving, sir.
I know I need to put my flasher. You need to turn off that camera because we're starting.
Welcome at the shop. C'est Boubou.
I'm coming to sit down with you.
We are in front of the garage where we are doing the conversion, and Marie is here this week to help us.
Yeah, to help and do things all over again. I got really pissed off this week because I was working on something and I had to start again because
We are working on the finish of the van, meaning the painting, the staining, the oiling, the aligning, and everything. And Marie, a lot of ning.
I spent 2 days
Yeah.
working on something, and on the third day, your dad comes to me and he's like, "Are you satisfied with this?" And I'm like, "Hell no." And I had to do it all over again, and
It's okay, it's only paint. Let's go see what we did this week, and then we'll look at your mistakes. That's gonna cost us 12 hours, but it's okay. Cue vidéo?
cute video.
Hi, we're Dom and Marie.
We are building our second van, and today, let's see how Marie screwed up everything.
Please pick me up, 'cause I'm still down. I open my eyes, and you're not around. Yeah, you're driving me insane.
Hello, la boubou! How are you today?
Sleepy.
Sleepy? Today in the shop, Marie-Pierre, what you doing?
I'm sanding.
What are you sanding?
Sanding all the upper cabinet doors.
Is it gonna be fun?
Wonderful.
Yeah. For my part, I'm oiling the countertop to make it look sexy and protected. Sexy and protected.
Look here, let me tell you something.
Hello, Mary Peter Bastian.
Hi.
What is your sanding technique?
You put the glasses on. You take the machine. You put on.
You take the machine.
About who my baby gives a thing to, 'cause it ain't no use.
Okay. I need to clean those. How do I remove the?
Oh no, I'm warning all you fellas to look at life the way I do. Come on now, I'm warning all you fellas.
Are you having fun? Yeah?
I'm starting to get hungry.
You're hungry?
Starting to.
Okay, so let's start with counters. We had to do some work on the counters before installing them, and this is oiling.
Okay, explain what you're doing besides popping that belly.
I am applying mineral oil to our counters, baby.
Why?
Helps them last longer, it protects them, and it seals them in the way.
Is it only because they're made out of bamboo?
No, I think all the bare wood is recommended with mineral oil. So the way to do this is very simple. You shake for 20 seconds. I apply with a soft cloth. I wipe off any excess, and I allow this to dry for 8 hours.
Whoa.
And I have to do this twice per counter.
Really?
Yeah.
Show me. That's the shake well?
10 seconds. 15. All right.
Yeah, boy.
Now I open this. I put it on my dry piece of cloth.
Ooh,
Don't smell it.
It smells like toothpaste.
Hit it.
I'm gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna burn through the night. Why you so salty?
the countertop we installed is this one. It's bamboo.
Which I really, really like because of the color. As you remember, the slats on the ceiling are like brownish honey, and then all the counters are white, and the floor is grayish
Brownish
brown.
gray, yeah.
And I really like this because it was just like a nice accent, and it went well with the color scheme of the van. But now when you oil
When you oil it, it turns to this.
it turns sort of yellow, and I wasn't really sure, but it seems over time it will like the wood will absorb all the oil, so it will turn a little bit more white-ish. But we'll see. I think it's not so bad when it's in the sun. It's in the garage that it looks really yellow, but that's something we...
And there's a trick you need to do to make sure your colors are balanced and are accurate. You have to check the final result in the sun, because your van will be exposed in the sun. So you want the light you'll be using on the road to reflect the true colors when you're installing your item. So for instance here, this is the true bamboo oiled color of the countertops. It's going to turn white again over time because it's going to dry. So you have to make sure you oil them to protect them, but don't put too much.
And obviously you could put all sorts of oil. We use mineral oil only because we'll be putting food and we'll be, you know, eating on these counters. So mineral oil, super natural and not poisoning for your body. This week we also started figuring out what we'd be doing on the wall. In Vanessa and in all previous vans that we did, we used shiplap. And what it is, it's just tongue and groove wood that we usually stain white-ish with a white stain.
This is the wall paneling. And before we stain it, we have to sand it just briefly. So the stain goes in.
What was that?
The wood sucking the stain.
Do it again. Okay, so you want your walls as white as possible. It's the salmon picking white stain, oil stain. And what it does is you can still see the grain of the wood behind it. So instead of putting just one coat like we did in Vanessa, we're gonna start trying 2 and 3 coats. So we're gonna have something white, but not white.
Show me what it does.
Don't you know I need you, baby? Still by my side.
That's the technique we had before.
They walk on by. Don't try to pretend to help any hand.
I'm gonna put another coat, and you're gonna see the yellow of the wood disappear. It's the first thing that's gonna disappear because it's pale. So
maybe let's just do one other coat.
But we do have an interrogation, a question on the side where the kitchen unit is. It's a big flat wall, and what Dom wants to do is put
this
only shiplap. I'm not sure. I would want to, like, I don't know.
So what do you think? You want paneling up to there, right?
I don't know.
Do some sort of trim here. And I would have this, I don't want like a, I don't know, some sort of backsplash.
I still don't have the idea yet because I don't want to stick something cheap as a backsplash, you know.
And don't get me wrong here, I'm pretty sure there's a way to do this, but I've seen many backsplashes on Pinterest that are not good looking, just because they break all the lines of the walls with another pattern and the eyes are automatically wondering what's going on. So I want to avoid this kind of confusing look some people have.
Okay, then what about, and thinking out loud as we're doing this, what about like a backsplash, but just like this high?
A small backsplash.
Small backsplash, because you know what? Food is gonna freaking spray all over the walls, and I don't want to be able to, I don't want to have to clean food on a piece of wood.
If you have ideas, honestly, for backsplashes, let us know, because we
no
don't really know where to go with this.
In this van, I had a very special request for the water unit.
What was it?
The sponge thing.
Oh yeah, well.
That's something Dom's parents have in their house, and I was like, can we find a way to put it in the van, because it's just so convenient.
It's so small.
You know where's the sink? Usually we'd put a fake drawer, right? Because you can't really put anything in there because the sink is underneath. But now there is this tray that we found, and we installed it so we can put the sponge and the soap and the whatever towels in there.
So basically in Vanessa we had fake drawers, like fake faces, but in that van, Marie now has a secret sponge drawer.
I know, it's like, I feel like a baby boomer here, but it makes me so freaking excited to be able to do the dishes with my little sponge.
Should have seen the face of my mom when she unpacked the drawer that Marie has ordered.
I didn't even see that.
I'm gonna show you now. Anyways, in the topic of kitchen building, these front sink trays. And
I have it in my kitchen.
yes, well, tell me about it.
Well, I have one in my.
You can open it.
I don't really know why I have one in my kitchen.
Oh, so it's pretty simple, actually.
Yes. See?
How does it work? You just screw this behind the door that's in front of the sink, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it goes like this.
How does it go?
Like this.
And
No.
it's gonna go like this.
Yeah.
How? Like this? Oh. You have to do the sound effect, Mama, every time.
Ah, okay. Like that. Yeah.
It's very simple, and it's more storage for your kitchen unit because you can use the fake drawers that are in front of the sink.
Yes, and it's very good for, like you said, sponges and the things to. Yes.
Steel brush.
Still brush.
But I see in your house what you put in there.
Yeah. Me, I cheat.
I don't know why, but you put your wood spoon in there.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, that's cool. Huh?
Yeah.
We like that, huh?
Yes.
It's super
definitely
easy.
Practical.
And it's a little hack for your kitchen in your van.
And that's what Marie wanted.
So let's install it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I hope it will motivate this guy here to do the dishes more often.
You know what? If I have a secret sponge drawer, I'm always gonna do the dishes. That's a good incentive.
I think we should pinky swear on it.
What are you pointing here?
Exactly.
It's such a basic thing, but it's so much fun, though.
It's so nice, guys.
It's already installed, I think.
It is installed.
Yeah.
Your dad installed it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, do it in your van. It's cool, and we can be the sponge club
Oh, yeah.
person.
Okay, second day at the shop. We're trying to finish all the paint for the doors, drawers.
I'm finishing the...
We're going to a war zone. I figured I'd get a war hat. Today, Junior,
Soldier.
we'll be painting the second coat. We'll be
Second
sanding-
coat, sir!
We'll be sanding the things.
Things, sir!
Your dad will be doing the pantry.
Pantry, sir!
I'll be painting the pantry.
You'll be painting the pantry, sir! What about the countertops, sir?
What about them?
Why am I the one yelling? You're supposed to be
Yes,
the...
sir.
Yes, sir!
Thank you.
We're arriving, sir!
I know I need to put my flash here. You need to turn off that camera because we're starting.
Welcome at the shop. Petit boubou.
Is it mine?
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, I heard a lot of talk.
Second one done. On to the third one.
Okay.
Now this week, I snapped. I flipped. I was angry. I was mad. Explain.
Because you don't know how to paint a shaker door
I
properly.
don't know how to paint. Let's start with explaining what's a shaker door, and
Yeah,
then we
so-
can explain how difficult it is
So
to
my
paint
father
them.
is showing you how to build a shaker door in a few seconds, but shaker style is just our, preference because it makes the van looks more finished. The shaker style is pretty simple. It's just a normal wood paneling with a thicker trim around the edges, and it makes your kitchen and drawers and doors good looking.
A little bit more finished, just a
Yes.
little bit. It adds a little bit of details, and we personally like it better in a van because it looks more finished.
Take the final measurement of what you need. We finish our shakers with a little trim here, so you got to consider the trim when you do your cut in that plank there. We're going to start with this, what you want to cover minus the trims you're going to put on the side. What we're going to use for trim is this. I think you can buy that, but otherwise you buy yourself a plank, a 1x3 or a 1x2, and you make them. They're exactly the width of your plywood. Cover it with that, glue and nails, and it's going to have a much better look. We got our board almost finished. How thick you want a shaker to look, how wide you want the shaker to look, that's up to you. So we're going to make those to what Dom and Marie want. going to cut these to length. Start with the long sides, and we're going to do the tiny weeny sides after that. And you'll see the end look, which is great. The sides are important. After that, it's just to hold it in place. There we go, the raw product of a shaker door. Before putting the shaker effect, try to trim it as nicely as possible. And then once you put the shaker on, that's what you end up with. A little bit of patching, all your holes, all your lines.
So you're done sanding, Papa?
Well, a lot cheaper than if you buy them already made. So, as you can see, easy to do.
Now, the problem with the amazing shaker style, it is that it is very hard to paint because you have to do all the little trims, which you can't roll, and then you have to roll. And for some sort of reason, probably because I'm not a painter, I messed it up. And the job I did was what I like to call fugly.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux?
Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Ben, check ma trim. Comme ici, c'est super luisant. Ici, c'est super moche. Ils sont tous de même, là. Regarde ici. Ben, ça paraît, là. Ici, c'est comme super mat, puis ici, c'est super shiny, là. C'est dégueulasse, là. Check ça ici. C'est horrible, là.
Où ça, là?
Ici, c'est super mat, puis là, ça shine.
Es-tu obligé de les refaire?
I don't know what I did.
You don't know what happened. We just lost 12 hours.
We just lost 2 days and Dom has to do it all over again because I'm not doing it again. I'm never painting again.
No.
Besides, like,
the paint in the middle, the roll shots that Marie did are just really uneven with the trims that she did the previous morning. But it's okay. But the lesson here, guys, is there is a lot of painting, staining, oiling, trimming in a van because you have to cut all sorts of weird corners. Just take your time and paint.
And don't ask Marie to do it.
And don't ask Marie to do it because she
I'm
has
not
no
good.
skill at this.
This is it, guys. The van is almost nearly completed.
Almost nearly.
I know we've been saying this for the last 2 months, but now, like, we can really smell the end. We're probably going to be done in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But we still have a lot of things to do, which means there will not be a video next week because we want to get done.
No, yeah.
I have a list here.
Okay, so here's what we need to do next week,
So
and this
many
is why we won't spend too much time in front of a computer.
Plug all electrical components, do the connectors for the propane tank, all watered connections, do the bed, install the shiplap on the wall, the flight deck, outdoor shower, figure out the table in front, storage shelf on top of that table. All trims of the van need to be done, sanded, painted, install the doors and the drawers. We need to do the pull-out pantry, and I'm probably forgetting a lot of things, and there goes a truck, which means the video is done, and I will see you in 2 weeks. See ya. Bye.
Good work.
French lesson number. Sorry, today it's gonna be a French-Canadian lesson. So French-Canadian lesson number 1. Être sous comme une botte. To be totally wasted. Listen carefully for the French-Canadian expression because there is never or rarely a direct translation. So listen up. Être sous means to be wasted. But when you say être sous comme une botte, it means to be totally wasted. What does comme une botte means? It means to be drunk like a boot. I don't know where it comes from, but we say that a lot in Quebec. So when you are at a hockey game and the Canadian wins and you drink a lot of Molson Dry, you are sous like a butt. To be totally wasted.